Hi, I'm Drew with CRFTSHO Digital. First and foremost, I just wanted to tell you thank you so much for clicking the link to check out this video on 3 key methods we can introduce to help you accelerate your word of mouth advertising. So the thing that we've found when we talk with small business owners is that they say that word of mouth does the absolute best performance for them. And you know what? They're absolutely right. So let's look at some word of mouth stats real quick. So first off, word of mouth accounts for 13% of consumer sales. 13. People are roughly 92% more inclined to buy, visit, or sign up when introduced to your product or service through a trusted friend. 92% will look at your product or service or buy your product or service if they're introduced through a trusted friend. Now, that's huge. That's a big number. If you think about the number of people talking about your business increases that even more so. The average small business gets a whopping 60% of its customers from referrals. So how important are referrals? I would say very important. You're past the 50% mark. So 60% of small business customers come through referrals. But the real key is how can you help jumpstart that conversation? How can you get your fans, your word of mouth advertising, how can you trigger it and get it jump-started in the best way possible? Because without talking, there just simply is no word of mouth. So in this video, we're going to go over 3 keys to help you accelerate your word of mouth advertising, basically to help you attract more customers, more clients, and really whatever the results you're after, these 3 keys will absolutely help you accelerate that word of mouth marketing. Here's the first key to acceleration, right? And it's painfully obvious, and I mean brutally painfully obvious. Social media is word of mouth marketing, period. If you're not utilizing social media, we'll get to that in a second, but it is hands down the best word of mouth marketing tool you can possibly have on the planet next to human beings themselves, right? So just think about it. How often do we share a funny post or a movie or an event that we've been to, a concert, whatever it might be, or the result of a big game, which by the way, Roll Tide.
War Eagle.
Yeah, Jeff off camera there. The truth of it is, sharing happens, right? Sharing happens. So one of the things that we often hear when talking about social media is that it's for millennials. A lot of small business owners say, well, that's not our target demographic. But that's not the truth. Millennials do use it a good bit, but if you look at this chart, it is absolutely insane. Especially if you look at the first part of it, 2006, it does one thing, but let's just pay attention to what's relevant now. 2018, right? 2018, look at the numbers. The very top dark blue line there, that's the millennials. Right under that, that's your Gen Xers. That's your 30 to 49-year-olds. They're competing neck and neck with millennials in terms of the amount of time they're on Facebook every single day, or social media, I should say, every single day. And then you look below that and you get the 50 to 64, and they're fairly close to the Gen Xers. They're fairly close to that range. And then finally you have our amazing 65 plus who is just hanging in there. They are putting in time. If you see that there is a trend, it's upward, meaning more people are spending more time on social media. But what's even more interesting to all of us in this little sphere is that Facebook is still king on social media. Everybody is utilizing Facebook in one way or another. It's a massive word of mouth marketing tool or advertising tool. So you've probably heard that need, like I mentioned earlier, that you've got to have an online presence. And it's important because it's 100% true. You should have some level of online. And the challenge to all of that, of course, is the amount of resources, time, and money, whatever it might be, that you have to dedicate towards it. And so no successful business really rolls out there and says, hey, I'm just going to take a bunch of money, throw it in a hole, set it on fire. That's not what they're after. They're after results. So your marketing efforts need to be both efficient and effective, being the key word here. They need to be effective, which leads us into key number 2. Video gets results, period. That's it. Video is major, and it's a major game player. Posting a picture is great. They're fun, they're easy. Everybody loves to see pictures. I love to show pictures of my kids. But the reality of it is, the photograph can be quickly forgotten versus that of a video. Video forces your audience to engage. It forces them to look at this and watch the flashing images. In fact, there's some stats to back up that statement. Video is projected to claim 80% of all web traffic in 2019. So you got a year, right? But in 2019, video is projected to claim 80% of all web traffic. So to back that up, embedding a video in a landing page increases conversions by 80%. 80% of customers remember a video they watched online versus a still. We call that recall in the advertising business, which is huge. You want recall. I can still recall Where's the Beef. I have dated myself by saying that, but I remember Where's the Beef and I'll never forget it. I also remember Got Milk. Those are two campaigns that force recall. Whenever I hear that phrase, it pops up in my head. That's called recall, and video helps you achieve recall in that capacity. 92% of people who view videos on their phone, mobile videos, are going to share them. 92%. That's the average. But what's even crazier inside of that average is 1,200%. That's 1,200 are going to share it above text and a link. So you can post a link, you can post text, but 1,200% share ratio goes up when you actually post video inside of it. So clearly, video makes an impact. But here is where thinking like a Hollywood filmmaker can truly set you apart. And I mean that. Because they're not listening to anything. You know, if you think about it, you pick up your phone and you're scrolling through it, you're scrolling along and you're getting nothing from it, right? 85% of those are being watched without sound. So without sound, it means that the content has to be 110% times more engaging. It has to be so engaging that despite them clicking it, they still watch and are exposed to your message by simply the video content that they are seeing. And you can still get insanely good results. I'm gonna show you guys one of those right now. So this is a video we created for a friend of ours, and it was a personal project we were doing in-house. It was basically, this is just the teaser for it. And so we created this video and posted it directly to Facebook, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what it is. So I've logged into Facebook over here. Let's see, let's get the focus going here. Where are you, focus? We didn't boost this post. That's 100% organic. I think you might be able to read it somewhere in there. It's 100% organic. So this is actually real results just happening right there. And that's just from posting a really, really pretty image. And I'll show you guys that right now.
The cuisine is all in your heart, you know what I mean? You can't just follow the recipe. If you're following the recipe, you're following the book. Now, if you're reading the recipe and recreating, that's where, you know, that's where the fun begins and everything starts and the passion starts to kick into the dish and you're able to use and humble yourself to different ingredients. The more you learn, the more excited you become to just be better and better and better. So.
All right, so like I said, that video was zero. I mean, we have audio, we have dialogue, but we were getting the results just based on how it looked, right? And that's just utilizing very thoughtful processes in constructing the shots and putting together the edit to make it happen. We don't have a huge fan base, but it went on its own. It carried itself. And again, all of that is 100% organic. And I just want to say that that's what video does, right? Really good video forces an interaction, or an interreaction is what we like to say. So by forcing an interreaction, you're getting people to react to your video and share it and like it and talk about it. And then they're talking about you, your brand, your business, whatever it may be. And that leads us to key number 3. So there is a little bit of a formula we're going to provide. Now, in reality, there's no secret formula to getting videos to work one way or the other, or any space like that, or to get results. There's not really a secret formula. There is, however, hard work. But there's a nice little story formula that we've used in filmmaking, we use it in commercials, we use it in advertising, and it has worked for us, it works for our clients, and it just performs really, really well. So if you're ready to hear it, I'm gonna give it to you right now. And this is a huge benefit. You guys are gonna be way far ahead than a lot of people. Here's the actual formula. Honesty plus emotional appeal equals results. That's it. Honesty plus emotional appeal equals results. And that's it. Once you understand that and you see that, it can't be unseen. You'll see it showing up in advertising, you'll see it showing up in movies, you'll find something that you're connected to, you'll see that there was a moment of honesty plus an emotional appeal, something that appealed to you, and it got a result. Whether it was a stir, whether it was an emotion, whether you clicked on like or you click share, there was some reason why you did that, and typically what we find is that ratio works. Honesty plus emotional appeal equals a result, and that result could be likes or shares or whatever you want it to be. And if you also apply it to like comedians, so some of the most popular comedians on the planet, Jerry Seinfeld being the king of those, he would take the simplest, most honest idea and just kind of present it. He would just present this idea, something we could all relate to, and then he would present a comedic solution that had an emotional appeal factor to it. And we would all laugh because we all felt duped, or we were laughing at how simple it was or how great his idea was. It was a very simple thing. So his honesty plus emotional appeal got a result, which was a laugh or was an audience reacting to it. Of course, you can also go in a different direction and show how your business or service or product transforms someone's life. So for example, you say their honesty about where they were in life and the emotional appeal of the desired result in return of finally being the result equals the result that they were after, or the result. So by being honest about where they were and then showing the emotional appeal of using your service, your business, whatever it might be, they got the result that they wanted. So that also helps your brand, and that's going to lead to likes and shares and all that kind of stuff, just being straightforward about it. So here's an example of one of our clients who helps people transform their lives through diet and exercise, and as odd as this sounds, just simply standing up.
The first time was with my dad. My dad was diagnosed with cancer, and it was stage 4. He was far along. And that's not the kind of situation where you can just throw in a couple new habits and hope you're gonna change things. You really need a complete life overhaul. So him being essentially my first rad patient, and then having gone through the emotional ramifications of being a son whose dad is dying of cancer, that's where it comes from for me, because it actually matters to me.
So that's our buddy with Rad, and they're amazing, but you know, he is absolutely, he transformed our own life. Like the weird part is when the client becomes the one that changes your life, it's even more insane. Like literally his product changed the way I operate on a daily basis, and I am very grateful for it. So that formula, this honesty plus emotional appeal equals results, it works on all lines of thought. It could be food, it could be real estate, weddings, finance, whatever your business model is, that line of thought inside of a very well-composed video will get you some sort of results, whether it's likes or shares or brand recognition or converting leads, whatever it might be, it will get you to that point because everything has some level of emotional appeal. And somebody will connect with you on that. You'll inspire more clients and get more views and get people out there. So the real challenge behind one of these videos is how to tell the story visually. Because remember, 85% of Facebook is watching this without sound. So you got to think about cues. We respond to conscious, human beings I should say, we respond to conscious and subconscious visual cues. And they can be graphics, they can be text, they can be simple choices of framing. It could be the way you frame a dish of food, or if you're doing a restaurant piece, or how you present data, or how you present yourself. We respond to those cues without even realizing we're responding to those cues in some cases. If you can show how you change a customer's life, you will get a response from that cue. The pace in which a video is edited also affects how people respond to the video. You might want to target someone who likes the MTV style cut, that's what we used to call it, which is the fast cut, lots of edits, you know, it's quick. Or you may want to go with more of a slow, steady pace because your target demographic, you found they respond better, and you can do that with testing, but you find that they enjoy the slower paced videos more so than the jump cut craziness of YouTube, right? But there's another way you can enhance it further, and that is to add audio. That's to add a beautiful piece of music to it. And there's a saying that we've had in the film business for a very long time, and I've used it on features I've done, and we joke about it a lot, but sometimes music is the real emotion of a scene. And that, I'll say it again, music can be the emotion of a scene. So take your favorite movie, right? Just take some time, take your favorite movie, pop up a scene from it and mute it, and then pull up any other song type you want. Like take a hip hop song and put it to your favorite movie and see how that feels. Then take a country song and put it to your favorite movie and see how that feels. And you will definitely feel an emotional response to that visual presentation and the way the audio is coming through. It will cause an emotional response out of you. Whether you like it or not, it will happen, I guarantee you. So the right song choice underneath this video, in case someone does click it or they're watching on YouTube, where they're obviously engaged anyway, when they click that and that music's there, suddenly you can really set the emotional hooks and really lead them from being viewer to a customer. And that's a huge deal. So hopefully all of this helps you kind of accelerate your word of mouth marketing. That's what we're after. We're here to help you on this stuff. But if you'd like some help, CRFTSHO Digital is here to do that for you, and we would absolutely love to talk with you. It's not just that we're passionate filmmakers, it's that we actually truly care about seeing results. I mean, that is something that drives me and Jeff, who's behind the camera, who's apparently an Auburn fan. That's what drives us to make things happen in life, is to see the results that our customers are getting and get excited about it. So if you're interested in having CRFTSHO Digital help, there's a link down below. Just sign up. Quick phone call. Probably shorter than this video, as a matter of fact. We'll totally help you with it, or at least have a conversation. All right, so here's the bonus key that I mentioned earlier. This is going to unlock everything for you, I promise. If you take what we've talked about at the very beginning, the 3 primary keys to accelerate your word of mouth, and you add this bonus, explosion of awesome, right? And that is, one video has multiple uses. So you have your finished video. Now, what I would suggest doing is posting it directly to Facebook. Post that 60 seconds, let's say, that 60-second video directly to Facebook. Don't post a link to YouTube, just post it directly to Facebook. There, that version exists on Facebook. You're gonna get traffic from that one. Then, if you can, make an alternate version that's maybe like 90 seconds, so you added 30 seconds of bonus footage, whatever it might be, or more information, post that one to YouTube. Throw it straight up onto YouTube, separate traffic drawing device. Then take your best shots, cut it down to 30 seconds. I'm talking about gorgeous looking stuff or the most impactful information you have. Take that bad boy and send it straight on up to Instagram. So now you have that one video has created 3 separate streams that are going to attract some level of customers, some level of interaction, which will equal some level of result. So the goal here is by producing the one video, you can draw in more. And as you continue to add to that, you'll start to find you have fans, and those fans will share your information and talk about you. And frankly, increase your word of mouth marketing. You can target areas, you can do whatever you need to do, but if you separate them out, it's really going to just really blow you up even more. So that's everything we've got, right? I just want to tell you, thank you so much for watching. I know this is kind of a long video. I'm not apologizing for that because it's packed full of information. I tried not to go full Drew speed. Jeff will tell you that's a million miles an hour, but thank you so much for watching it. Good luck with everything. If you need anything, we're here. My personal email, I'm going to give it to you right now, is drew@crftshowdigital.com. drew@crftshowdigital.com. It's on the screen. I will gladly answer emails. It's a personal email. You will get straight to me, and I will give you as much help as I possibly can. So again, thank you so much. We are very grateful that you took the time to watch this. And lastly, God bless.